Hello and welcome in anyone that's watching or tuning in later. This is not my normal Silver Dollar City live stream, but we are at the beach and I thought maybe you guys would enjoy a little walk along the beach and we'll see what all we see. Sorry guys, let's try and straighten that out. The tide is coming in. And it should reach its highest point in about 5 hours. This morning I was setting up the tent. Is it like really crooked? I can't tell. Anyway, I was setting up the tent. Oh, the water's coming. And one of these kind of rogue little waves like this came and took the tent out. And I was up really high, like I was like up there. And it just came and kind of washed everything away. So we moved back even further. Looks like there's red flags out today, which means you probably shouldn't get in the water, that the waves are really strong. Yesterday was yellow, and I was actually surprised that they weren't red yesterday. Because I got in with my daughter, and man, those waves were really strong. They took me down several times. And not just like knocked me down, but like, you know, you're like twisting and turning under the water and you don't know where's up. But it was still fun. And we were up here close enough to the shore. All you have to do is just kind of put your feet down. It just takes a minute to orient yourself. So I'm kind of looking along the coast here for her goggles. The Gulf took them yesterday, and the first time we found them, we were able to catch them. But then the second time, they just disappeared, and we couldn't find them anywhere. So I was kind of hoping maybe they washed ashore overnight. But I don't have high hopes of finding them, but you just never know. Sorry, I feel like it's kind of shaky. It's really hard to walk really smooth on the sand because it's moving constantly. The water's actually really warm too. I'm not as warm as like it is in the fall, but it's not cold. It's more like swimming pool warm. So not bad. 'Cause I do not like to be cold, but it's warm enough that I got in. So we saw lots of jellyfish off the pier, like the big ones that you think of when you think of jellyfish, like from Finding Nemo. But we also saw a man of war just washed up on shore. So jellyfish are here. I haven't seen any just right up here, like where I'm at when I'm walking around. And sometimes, you know, they're so bad you can't even get your feet in the water without there being jellyfish, but they're not that bad. They seem to be hanging out a little further out. And my daughter saw a sea turtle. She's my older daughter. She's more adventurous, and she was out there a little bit, and a sea turtle swam up to her. So that was kind of cool. Overall, though, I have not seen many creatures. Normally, I see dolphin or even shark off the pier, and I didn't see any of those so far today or this trip. I'm hoping maybe today. Today's our last day, so. Those tall buildings there are Phoenix buildings. I'm not sure what their numbers are. Phoenix has a ton. And the seaweed is really thick this trip. In fact, from up in our unit on the balcony, you can just see like dark spots in the water, and it's just like big clumps of seaweed. And not many shells. There's one little shell. But it's so funny, you always see something different every time you come. Sometimes there's no seaweed and there's like tons of seashells. Sometimes there's both. Sometimes we see lots of animals. Sometimes you don't see any animals. Like, you just never know what you're gonna see. I think that's kind of why I like the beach though, because even though you're kind of doing the same thing, it's always different. Every day on the beach is slightly different than the day before. So, since I'm normally at Silver Dollar City today, and I'm not, did you guys see Silver Dollar City won, what's the exact title? The best theme park in America? I can't remember the exact title. It might be that. And if you're a season pass holder, for the month of May, they are giving away, or not giving away because you have to pay for it, but you get a guest pass for each season pass for $25. So, it's not really giving away, more like a coupon. But still, that's nice. If you needed extra guest passes, you can take a guest for $25. So that's not too terrible. So this stream or replay, depending on when you watch this, is probably not going to be real long. Since I'm just kind of walking along the beach, there's not really a ton to show you. But I thought it might be nice, at least for a little bit. And I've been filming different shots of the beach and like the sunrise and stuff like that, so I can put together an ambiance video for you guys. I really enjoy videos like that myself. They're just nice to put on. Like if you're in the kitchen cooking or working or cleaning, or just, you know, you want something kind of in the background but not something you have to actually watch. So I've been trying to kind of put together some of my favorite spots and create some nice videos for you guys. So hopefully that'll go up in the near future. I think I got a really pretty shot of the sunrise this morning. So I haven't had a chance to watch it back, but just looking at the sunrise this morning, it was really pretty. So I bet the recording turned out pretty too. I don't know if you can see the pier through the camera, but the pier's down there. And it looks like you could just walk there, but it is actually several miles. And I mean, I guess technically you could walk there, but I think it'd be pretty exhausting, especially walking on the sand. It's amazing to me how things look so much closer than they are here. Oh, there's like a Coast Guard helicopter. We've actually seen a lot of like World War II airplanes fly by. I'm not sure if there's like an air show going on in Pensacola or something, but it's been fun to watch them fly by. So if you're looking at maybe doing a trip here, this is a really inexpensive vacation actually. So especially if you're a large family and you're looking for something to do that's fun but doesn't cost a fortune, I think a beach vacation's like the best thing ever. Because it's kind of like name your own price. You can find a condo, you know, for more or less. It's kind of like depending on how much you want or how many amenities you want. But they usually sleep like a lot. So our condo we're in, oh goodness, let's see, how many does it sleep? I think it sleeps like 12. We don't need 12, there's only 6 of us, but so it sleeps 12. So you can get a lot of people in for not, you know, not a fortune, and they make smaller ones too. This one just seems to work best for our family. We like having the 3 bedrooms, and it's got 4 bathrooms, which seems excessive, but for some reason, I don't know, we seem to need that. But anyway, so you can get a condo for not that much, and if you need something even cheaper, you can always go a little further inland and not be right on the beach, and you can get a nice condo for even less. Or you can go a little further out of town, like down towards Fort Morgan. They have, or even Dolphin Island, you can get like a house, and they're pretty inexpensive. But then, you know, if you want to eat out full time, you can. But if you want to save money, you can just cook in your condo. And then the beach is free. And then there's also Gulf State Park, which, depending on what entrance you use, like some of the entrances have paid parking, but some are free parking. So, and the parking's not very much. So even if you did pay for parking, it's not a ton. But anyway, so you can do Gulf State Park, and there's lots of walkways and trails, and they actually have bikes there that you can, I guess I would say rent, but you're not really renting them because they're free. You get them for 3 hours, and you can bike ride all around the trails. The pier is not very much. Children under the 11 and under are free, and children over that and adults cost like $3 if you're just wanting to go out on the pier and look. If you want to fish, you know, it costs a little more because you need a fishing license. But so the pier is something you can do. There's it's called Wade Ward Park, and it's just like a little walking trail, but there's alligators there, and so you can go see alligators. Now it's not, I mean, it's just a park, and the alligators are wild. They're not like kept there, so you know, you may or may not see them, but we see them about half the time we go. Half the time we don't see them at all. So you can see that. And then, you know, if you want to spend more, there's a lot more to do than does cost as well, like dolphin cruises, putt-putt, and other stuff like that. There's like a little amusement park, you know, parasailing, all the more touristy type things. But yeah, you can easily fill a week here without really spending anything more than just for your room, and then, you know, you have to buy food, but you have to buy food no matter where you are. So I think the beach is just a great trip option for almost anyone, as long as you can get here. I know some people live so far, it's just getting here can be costly, but as long as you can get here inexpensively, yeah, it's not bad. Wow, I've really walked quite a ways. I'm almost down to, so right ahead of us there, right past those white houses is the Gold State Park. So all that beach and then the pier, and then it goes on back that way is all Gulf State Park. And there's just lots to see and do in there. You can see lots of wildlife there too. We actually went on a walking trail yesterday and saw bald eagles on their nest. So they have like a bald eagle nest, or maybe this eagle, I don't know if they're bald or not, but an eagle's nest, and then they had eagles there with it. So that was kind of cool. It's not every day you see eagles. Alright, I think I'll turn around and walk back from here. It looks like it took me about 16 minutes to walk this far, so I wonder how much further it'd take to walk to that pier. If I tried it though, I'd get down there and then be calling my husband, like, can you come get me? This is too far. I don't want to walk back. And my feet are really, well, at first I thought they were sunburned, but I don't know that they're sunburned. I do think, they got a little bit of sun, but I think when I was in the water trying to like boogie board with my daughter, and I got taken under so many times, I think they just got scraped up against like stuff underneath the water, and I think they're like just torn up and sparkled out. Yeah, all that to say, my feet kind of hurt. So I'm not gonna walk as far as I probably technically could. And it's really bright out here, so I cannot see the screen at all. So if anyone happens to be on in the chat, I'm sorry, but I just can't see it. Ooh, the waves are definitely getting bigger. I love these little birds that like run back and forth with the water. I think they're so cute. I hope you guys can see okay since I'm like walking into the sun. I'm not sure what that looks like. But I'm trying to kind of keep an eye out for dolphins. I think that I would love to see a dolphin. One year we were here, and I don't know why the water was so still, but it was just like really, really still. There were not these big waves, and it was super clear. Like you could just kind of walk out and just see inside it and see what was underneath. But we were just kind of out walking, looking underneath, and dolphins like swam up to us. It was really cool. I have never had a close encounter with a dolphin like that before. It's never happened again either, but that was actually in 2020. And it was such a weird year. We were here the first week that the beaches opened back up from being closed. And I don't know, it was just like even the water had shut down. The way it was so still. And there were animals everywhere. It was a really neat year actually. Oh, here's some little birds. Aren't they so cute? Out there on Thursday, but I will probably be out there sooner than that too. We'll just see. The beginning of summer is kind of slowly starting for us as different events have come to an end. So we're not completely out of school yet, but like certain aspects of school have already ended. So I have a little bit more free time than normal. So I hope to get out there a little bit more. So this is Orange Beach. I don't know if I already mentioned that. Further ahead of us is Tierdo Key, Florida. And then right back behind us, when we were going the other direction, is Gulf Shores. And they're all just like right here together. We usually say Gulf Shores, but the last 2 times, this trip and last time, we kind of switched and have been here in Orange Beach because we wanted to stay in the condo that's here instead. The condo we were staying at in Gulf Shores, we really loved, but I don't know if they were under a new management or what, but it kind of felt like it just hadn't been as nice as it had been in the past, and it wasn't cheaper. So we decided to try something new, and we really like it here. And I have a video coming up about the place we're staying, and I'm going to do like a whole like tour of the place and stuff, so you can check it out if you're interested. Still don't see any wildlife. Those would be some fun waves to ride in. Like big but not huge. My daughter's real athletic and she loves the water. I keep thinking I need to get her to Hawaii and give her some surfing lessons and let her surf. Oh, I think I saw something out there. I don't know, I don't see it now. big wave there. Oh wow, look at all those. I don't know if the camera shows how big they are, but they're pretty big. I mean, I bet they're like maybe 8 feet swells. I'm not sure. I'm really bad at judging. They're definitely like, because it's pretty deep right out there. It's definitely would go over my head. Well, maybe no dolphins today. I was really hoping to spot a dolphin for you guys. See any dolphins? Man, the waves are so big. I love it. I'm not seeing anything though as far as animals go. I'm always like, what if you see a shark swimming in one of the swells? It'd be creepy. Alright guys, well, I know this was a really short stream, but if you're watching the replay, I hope you enjoy seeing the water, and be on the lookout for that ambience video that'll be coming. I won't be talking on it or anything. It'll just be pretty ocean views for you guys to watch. Alright, I will see you guys next week at Silver Dollar City. Bye!